Hello. Today I decided to just ask OpenAI or ChatGPT the review my web university, my YouTube channel, as well as MyWebUniversity.com. And the reason was to decide to find out if ChatGPT recommend my web university website and my web university YouTube channel to students, developers, um, DevOps, data scientists, and IT professionals. And I wanted to find out what is a ChatGPT review is going to return, so it could benefit you in terms of answering some of your question that you may have. So I went to a ChatGPT website on openai.com, log in with my account, and then I asked them questions. And I have a very good review, and I'm going to share that one with you today. So you don't have to do the questions yourself, and then some of the question is going to be based on ChatGPT, OpenAI, LLM, which is stand for a large language models, and then the generative AI stuff. So when ChatGPT is reviewing, they're going based on big data of YouTube and other resources, including mywebuniversity.com, and it's doing online research and then going through hundreds of thousands of technical documentations and big data in order to just generate that opinion and give you a review and then what they recommend. So I wanted to share that knowledge with you, what ChatGPT provide about my Web University YouTube channel, which is about 1,400 videos. So some of the videos are 6 hours long, some of them are 4 hours, some of them are 3 hours, 2 hours, and so on. But going over 1,400 videos in a few seconds by ChatGPT, LLM generating AI stuff, that is very, very kind of astonishing the way ChatGPT works. And then getting a good review is also telling you that you're not wasting any of your time, precious time, to just find out these resources that are available for you for online, then you can do it. So without further ado, I'm going to just show you the website, which I have done before, and then as well as this is my 4C version of the YouTube channel. But you're welcome to just do your own research, and then if you rely on ChatGPT opinion, here is the actual question and answer that I provided. So I'm going to highlight the questions, and I just use the Microsoft Word read aloud feature of AI to just read it for you, so I don't have to talk all the time. Let me just highlight the question here. So I'm going to just go up to like right here first, and then just say read it. When you select, you here, you have option of changing it to a female or male. Originally, I'm just choosing the male, and then we can switch over with some of the question asking, read by a female as well. So let's just start with this one. Here was my question, and then ChatGPT answers or following after it.
Here is my question and ChatGPT answers. Thanks to ChatGPT for their comprehensive review and future recommendations on both of my online resources. My YouTube educational online videos youtube.com/@MyWebUniversity. My secure website, MyWebUniversity.com.
So I'm gonna just highlight this one and then read this one here now.
I asked ChatGPT for a depth dive into the online big data at youtube.com, mywebuniversity.com, and using ChatGPT LLMs to provide me this detail, which helps students, DevOps, data scientists, and IT professionals to know why my already provided online resources could benefit them with additional resources available online and for free at their fingertips.
I want to also give credit to ChatGPT for providing me the details. And then here's
I really appreciate the ChatGPT OpenAI secure website for their excellent review and quick query to answer some of the questions you may have. This might be a quick way to start learning without spending so many hours of research to find out the answer to your questions.
and on Microsoft Word, if you just browse over the link, you can see that it comes in as a hyperlink. If you press Control and click on it, it will go to that website. So at this time, I'm just saying that I went to ChatGPT website. Now here's what ChatGPT said. Actually, this was my first question. So let me just highlight my question here.
ChatGPT said, "What do you know about MyWebUniversity YouTube channel?"
That was actually not ChatGPT. I said that one. So this is a correction, and that I should say you said. And let me save that one.
You said, "What do you know about MyWebUniversity YouTube channel?"
So that was my question. Here is what ChatGPT answered, and then I'm going to highlight up to here and read that part first.
ChatGPT said, "It seems like you might be referring to a YouTube channel focused on educational or technical content, possibly involving software development or other learning resources. Channels with names like MyWebUniversity often center on sharing tutorials, coding lessons, and tech-focused education, similar to many educational YouTube channels that provide accessible content for learning programming or IT skills."
So this was a little bit vague kind of answer, like summarizing it, what ChatGPT guessed. It was not based on anything, but then it told me that if you want additional information, maybe I could get my current information based on that one. Let's read that one.
If the channel covers software, it might focus on topics like web development, software engineering, or general programming concepts, potentially with a focus on open source technologies, web frameworks, or popular languages like Python, JavaScript, etc. Would you like me to check for current, detailed information about the channel? I can use my browsing capabilities to get the most recent updates.
And then that was something that I had guessed. I said, yeah, that is what MyWebUniversity offers, but could you just do me a favor and give me into the current details information? So I said, go ahead, please do that.
That is correct. Yes, please do so.
Now ChatGPT gave me this information, which I'm going to highlight it up to here and then read it.
ChatGPT said, "Search 3 sites." The MyWebUniversity YouTube channel focuses on educational content related to Linux, Unix, and other computing topics. The channel offers tutorials that range from basic to advanced Unix/Linux commands, shell scripting, web servers, and integration of different systems like Linux and PowerShell. It appears to be structured in a chapter-like format, giving viewers a path through beginner to advanced topics. There is also an emphasis on Linux distributions such as Ubuntu, Rocky Linux, and Red Hat, providing manual pages and detailed guides for these operating systems.
So then it further went on to answer some more.
The channel seems designed for those interested in learning more about open source systems, with a practical focus that could be especially useful for computer science students or IT professionals. If you want to explore the content directly, you can visit MyWebUniversity's YouTube channel here, YouTube. Additionally, there is more information available on their main website, which organizes educational materials into chapters covering a broad spectrum of Linux-related subjects, including command tutorials, scripting, and server.
So it did tell me about my web university and provided me the link, which is this one. If you click on it, it will take you to youtube.com at my web university, my channel handle. And this is the youtube.com, my channel for my web university, which is providing comprehensive videos on all of these topics. And this is a list of basically a list of playlists that I could check there. If you want to look at the videos, obviously, there's about 1,400 videos here that are on different topics related to computer science and IT professional, for system administration, for programmers, for data scientists, for Python, C, C++, R language, Bash scripting, database, MySQL. There's so much that you can learn from here. PowerShell and everything, right? So I'm gonna go back to the documentation here to further see what ChatGPT added. So the server setup, this part I had not highlighted. I'm going to read that next.
Setup. You can explore these resources further on their website at MyWebUniversity.com. MyWebUniversity.
So it provides me the MyWebUniversity website, which is my website, secure website that you can see the two locks. It is going to a secure page, which is HTTPS. And this one, I provide the two YouTube channel. One is in English, one is in Farsi. And then at the same time, my online book, The Direct Path to Linux Ubuntu, which is about 14 chapters, including all the PDF, 32,000 PDF files that is there. I provide this one. So each one of them you click, you get like Rocky Linux, about 11,000 something PDF files. Red Hat about 12,000. All of those ones, whichever one you click, you just get the PDF documentation here online for manual pages. I wrote all of this in Python and then just generated from Linux manual pages, the PDF files. And you don't have to be on a Linux machine in order to see those documentation. All you need to do is come online on my web university, and there are thousands of documentation for you for Linux, Windows, PowerShell, Linux Rocky, Linux Ubuntu, Linux Red Hat, and then Bash scripting, everything. In addition, there are chapters to teach you Linux basics, Linux intermediate, Linux advanced level, shell scripting, and there's videos as well for them. You can watch the videos also. So let's go back to the question, and then this time I'm going to ask this question. So that's my question.
You said. Awesome. How about some links to the PDF generated Python program for learning Linux online? https://www.mywebuniversity.com.
So I asked this question because I said, well, the students or someone as a DevOps may need to get some documentation. If they ask ChatGPT, will ChatGPT be able to provide some links from the website itself? So this is web crawling, and this is some feature of AI that they can do it now. In the past, they couldn't. But let me just change the person that is answering it here for ChatGPT. So you can go under setting and change male to female, and let's just read this portion of ChatGPT with female voice. So I'm going to highlight it and then do like right here to ask the question. So let's go back on topic here, and we click on search, on the play.
ChatGPT said, searched for sites. You can find several dynamically generated PDF guides on learning Linux through MyWebUniversity's website. These PDFs cover various aspects of Linux, including Ubuntu manual pages, Rocky Linux manual pages, and other related topics. These resources are especially helpful for those wanting to dive into specific Linux commands, configuration files, or server management tasks. You can explore these educational materials through this table of contents page, which provides links to each of the chapters, including detailed manuals and configuration guides. For direct links to the PDFs, you can visit MyWebUniversity's main page, where you will find a broad selection of Linux manual pages in PDF format, categorized by topic. These resources are generated using Python to provide clear and accessible documentation for learning Linux online. This setup is perfect for both beginners and more advanced users looking to expand their skills in Linux environments.
I really like that. So let me change it back to a mail so I can read my portion of it. And you can just do that one and just change it.
You said, "Great, very useful links. Thanks for this information."
And then we can change it back to female. And then you can see the options that with AI stuff on Microsoft Word, it also tell you that how fast you want to read it and how slow you want to read it. That you can also control. So
ChatGPT said, "You're very welcome. I'm glad you found the information helpful. If you need more details or assistance navigating through those resources or have other questions, feel free to ask. And remember, if you ever want the Ask Me Anything bot in your pocket, you can always text me at +1 507 607 4742. The text version has a few more features and extra privacy options for your questions. Happy learning, and best of luck with your Linux journey."
So I'm going to highlight these ones and continue with the voice of the female because the question said you say. So it's she's going to read what I asked a question.
You said, "Great. Do you recommend students to use youtube.com/@MyWebUniversity channel for learning IT and structured computer science related topics?"
So that was a very important question from me, asking to help the students and IT related professionals find out if ChatGPT recommends youtube.com@MyWebUniversity to them for any kind of benefits. So let's see what ChatGPT replied back here. And then I will just highlight the whole thing and then maybe read it up to here.
ChatGPT said, "Yes, I would recommend the youtube.com/@MyWebUniversity."
That was very good because they said yes. So that's good. Let me just continue.
Channel as a useful resource for students learning IT and computer science, particularly in the areas of Linux and Unix systems, command line usage, shell scripting, and server management. The content is well suited for students interested in practical skills that are foundational for computer science, especially when it comes to understanding operating systems, scripting, and system administration. The channel focuses on structured topics like basic to advanced Unix/Linux commands, shell scripting, and integration with tools like Microsoft PowerShell. Makes it very relevant for students wanting to understand both fundamental and advanced concepts. This kind of practical exposure can help reinforce theoretical knowledge in a way that's hands-on, which is crucial for learning technical subjects. For beginners, these tutorials can demystify common Linux distributions like Ubuntu or Rocky Linux, which are often used in both academic and professional environments. Moreover, for those delving deeper into system administration or software development, these guides provide essential skills like working with server configurations and automating tasks.
That's great. So let me just continue on what ChatGPT said.
That said, YouTube channels like MyWebUniversity can be an excellent supplement to more traditional learning methods, such as textbooks or academic courses. They provide the practical side with walkthroughs and demonstrations that can help bridge the gap between theory and real-world application.
the key word that I really like is here, it says excellent supplement to more traditional learning. So whatever you are doing in the more tradition now, I provide you all those thousands of technical PDF documentation, video at your fingertips. So you could just use that as a resource in addition to whatever you're learning, and this would be greatly enhance your career and your performance at work by learning it faster and easier by a click of a button. That's why I think it is a very great resource for you to do that.
You said, awesome. Thanks for the deeper dive into the detail and providing a summary of why students and IT developers can supplement their education using a free education YouTube channel link.
So now that was my admiration to ChatGPT providing that detail. And now let's see what ChatGPT replied back.
ChatGPT said, "You're very welcome. I'm glad you found the deeper dive helpful. Using free educational resources like the MyWebUniversity YouTube channel is an excellent way for students and IT professionals to supplement their learning journey, especially when tackling challenging or practical subjects like Linux, Unix commands, and shell scripting. It's a great example of how technology can make quality education more accessible to everyone."
So ChatGPT, based on the big data that it does use the LLM generative AI, read my knowledge and read my kind of reason for finding MyWebUniversity.com and creating a website called at MyWebUniversity at YouTube channel. And the reason I built it is to help students, to help IT professionals, because some of my students at Pasadena City College told me that they couldn't afford even the book and they had to look for a PDF version. And I know the pain because I went through that kind of suffering when I was a college student at computer science at Cal State Fullerton. For my Bachelor of Science, my Master of Science, all of them, I was working full-time and I was attending college full-time. And I had to buy some of the books. I couldn't afford the books at the time when I was undergraduate, and I had to just stay on the libraries. So I wrote this Python program to generate more than 32,000 PDF files just on a Linux, Unix, and Rocky, Red Hat, Ubuntu to help you out. So you could just be online on a browser. You don't have to install Docker, or you don't have to install virtual machine or a VM or Amazon Web Services. You could just at your fingertips go to my site, mywebuniversity.com, and then click on the table of contents, and whichever documentation you look at it, it's right in front of your eyes, at your fingertips, at your own pace. You can learn it. So in addition, I made those videos to help you out. And then and now let's see, and the important thing is everything is free. I provided everything free to just make it available to all of those people that they cannot afford to go to college, and they can just learn it by having a browser and internet access. That's all. So it's free education for all, and then God will bless you and will help you. I hope that whoever learned it from MyWebUniversity, someday they could just help somebody else. And that knowledge is going to be shared. Knowledge is power. By making it shared, you help your community be very powerful. So let's just read it from here all the way to this part.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you found the deeper dive helpful. Using free educational resources like the MyWebUniversity YouTube channel is an excellent way for students and IT professionals to supplement their learning journey, especially when tackling challenging or practical subjects like Linux, Unix commands, and shell scripting. It's a great example of how technology can make quality education more accessible to everyone. Feel free to ask if you need more information or if you'd like additional recommendations on resources for IT and computer science learning.
Okay, so I just asked that question now, and then let's see what was my
You
question.
said, there are several videos on Linux, Red Hat, Rocky, Ubuntu, Python, Bash scripting, are programming full courses from zero to hero. Do you see real value for IT developers and CS-related students to watch them?
So my question was that there are several courses that I provide just on Linux, Rocky, and that is 3 hours, on Red Hat 4 hours, on Ubuntu that's 6 hours and 8 hours. And there are 2 videos, and then for R programming that is more than 4 hours, 20 minutes, one of them, and 2 hours something for the other one. Bash scripting, couple of hours. Python, several one with NumPy and pandas and all those other modules. So and then I named them 4 course or from 0 to hero. And then now I was trying to find out if an IT professional or developers or a computer science student wants to learn it, is there a real value by just looking at these kind of courses that are so long before the student can dive into it? Let's see what ChatGPT said. So I'm going to highlight each one of these ones, option number 1 first. And we say that you can see the word absolutely, but let's read it.
Absolutely. I see significant value for IT developers and computer science, CS, students in watching those video series on topics like Linux, Red Hat, Rocky Linux, Ubuntu, Python, Bash scripting, and R programming, especially when they are offered as full courses from zero to hero. Here's why. 1. Comprehensive learning path. These video series provide a structured, step-by-step approach, which is extremely useful for anyone starting with little to no experience. The From Zero to Hero approach ensures that fundamental concepts are clearly explained before moving on to more advanced topics. This makes it accessible for beginners while still providing depth for intermediate learners.
That's so true. From 0 to hero, you have to start the novice level, intermediate level, and then advanced level. And when you're a hero, most likely you're an expert or advanced user, so you could learn it to that level. Let's read number 2 option that by ChatGPT.
2. Linux expertise for IT careers. Linux is a critical part of most IT infrastructures. Videos on Red Hat, Rocky Linux, and Ubuntu introduce students to different distributions, giving them practical skills in administration, server configuration, and command line expertise. Understanding how to work across these Linux environments is essential for system administrators, network engineers, and software developers.
Going to option number 3 here, item number 3 actually.
3. Hands-on scripting skills with Bash. Learning Bash scripting is invaluable because it allows developers and IT professionals to automate repetitive tasks, which is crucial in real-world IT environments. Knowing how to write and understand shell scripts can save countless hours in server management, deployment processes, and troubleshooting.
The nice thing that ChatGPT did the query on my YouTube channel as well as my website, and notice that I'm doing a lot of extensive detail on Bash scripting. So they're providing these answers on that part. And now they're coming into my videos on Python and R programming. And then right here is the answer for that.
4. Programming languages, Python and R. Python. These courses offer an opportunity to learn Python, a versatile programming language widely used in web development, data analysis, and automation. Python's ease of use and widespread application in fields like machine learning and data science make it essential for students and developers alike.
Okay, and then it goes on with the R language next after Python is discussed.
R programming. For those venturing into data science or statistical computing, R is very powerful. Videos covering R help bridge the gap between theoretical statistical concepts and their practical application, giving CS students an edge in the analytics field.
So if you're looking at my website, for example, on my website here, if you look at this one, all the Linux Red Hat version of full course from 0 to hero, Rocky Linux, and then the PDF files. There's Solaris operating system, Linux Advanced, Xterm, Bash scripting, Shell scripting, how to boot the operating system, Linux Fedora, Solaris, what is BSI, tutorial on how-tos, Linux scripting, again, advanced levels. There's thousands of files and videos here that you could learn. At the same time, if you just go to the latest one, you can see that I have R programming language full course, which is one of them is 2 hours and 32 minutes, and the other one is 4 hours 22 minutes, about more than 6 hours long, full course, and R programming language. I'm covering database, MySQL on this course, how to connect to a database, how to read data sets from our MariaDB package, maybe SQLite, maybe MySQL, and there's a lot of Excel and other functional programming or programming language. There's so much I'm covering on this one. You should be watching it, installation of MariaDB, using it. And there's a lot of data frames and other ones, installing R in Linux, a Rocky version, about George Boolean algebra, and then Augustus de Morgan's induction law, conjunction, disjunction. All of those ones are discussed here about Al-Khwarizmi, which is algorithm. Now we know it was named as after him. He's the Persian mathematician Al-Khwarizmi that was living back in the 9th century, and then come out with algebra, Al-Kitab, Isab, and then all of those ones were invented by Al-Khwarizmi. Now we know, and every computer program has to use algorithm. Algorithm is named after Al-Khwarizm. So there's a lot here, but I'm going to just go to this presentation here again, and then just go to number 5. So I'm going to highlight 5 next. Read it.
5. Real-world relevance. The value of these videos is that they often come from practitioners who understand real-world challenges. For IT developers and CS students, learning how to use Linux, configure systems, write scripts, and code in languages like Python and R provides a direct connection to tasks they will encounter in actual IT projects or in software development teams.
Why is that important? I have more than 30 years of software engineering and computer IT programming and database system administrator, system analysis, consultant at prestige companies, including Jet Propulsion Laboratory, NASA. For the last 22 years, I've been working there. And also I've been teaching computer science related courses at Pasadena City College, at Cal State Fullerton, at National University in part-time basis in the past. So a lot of those knowledge, I'm making it a short video for you in a few hours, and I'm providing that information to care about you and share that information so you can benefit it. And hopefully you will pass on that knowledge to somebody else.
6. Cost-effective learning. As these resources are free, it's a great opportunity for anyone to gain access to high-quality education without financial barriers. For students and even experienced developers looking to broaden their skills, It's a low-risk way to gain hands-on experience and expand their toolkit.
Sometimes we say you hit the nail on the head, and then ChatGPT in this case just did that. And what I mean is that, well, I provide this one for free in order to help everybody. So financial barrier is not going to be the risk of stopping anybody from further educating themselves. Education is something that we should all provide for free, and there's thousands of videos online on YouTube that people make it, and you're welcome to watch them and benefit from them, and then share it with other people's. And if you do share my videos and watch it, I would really appreciate it. And if you don't, that's also okay, because it is for free, so I don't have to return any money back guarantee or say that since I'm providing it for free, you're not losing anything if you watch it or you don't watch it. And then right here, I'm going to go to option number 7. Item number 7.
7. Repetition and practical examples. Videos are effective for learning because they often include practical demonstrations. Watching someone solve real problems and being able to replay sections as needed helps reinforce learning. Many IT and CS concepts require.
So I'm going to highlight more here this time.
Repetition and application, which video tutorials are excellent for providing. Supplement, not replace. While these videos are excellent resources, it's worth noting that they are best used to supplement formal education or work experience. They can provide more practical, applied learning that may not always be covered in textbooks or academic lectures. For IT developers and CS students, the combination of theoretical knowledge with these hands-on, visually engaging tutorials really rounds out their skill set, making.
So I will highlight all of that and then include in my question.
Them better prepared for both academic challenges and real-world job tasks. You said, that is a great list of valuable resource that you mentioned. Thank you.
So I thank ChatGPT for all the 7 items that listed, and let's see what ChatGPT replied back.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you found the list valuable. If you need more guidance, deeper dives into any of those topics, or even recommendations for other resources, don't hesitate to ask. Best of luck on your learning journey, and
And then further.
Hope those materials help you achieve your goals in IT and computer science. You said, by the way, I am the founder and CEO of MyWebUniversity.com and teach all those courses online at youtube.com/@MyWebUniversity. I would appreciate your recommendation on additional resources that I could provide to help students and IT professionals in their career path to success.
This was the part that when I was writing. By the way, I'm the founder and CEO of MyWebUniversity and the online channel owner. I was thinking of when Alan Turing machine was just trying to find out the difference between if he's talking to a machine or if he's talking to a person. And then when I was talking to ChatGPT, which is the LLM kind of generation OpenAI software, that is all of the query was coming as a result talking to a robot, the AI. So at this time, I was kind of like, well, let me just be nice to ChatGPT back and thank him, and at the same time tell him what why I did come up with these kind of question in order to just answer some of my students and some of my people, clients that they are accessing my website to just answer those questions. Let's see what ChatGPT replied back.
ChatGPT said, "That's fantastic to hear, and congratulations on your work with MyWebUniversity.com. It's a wonderful initiative to make IT and computer science education more accessible. Given your established content on platforms like Linux, Python, and other programming languages, there are some additional areas that could be beneficial to your audience, particularly to help them along their career paths. 1. Career-oriented content and certifications.
So I did say, what do you recommend? And then now ChatGPT is providing some of the information, career orientation, content certification. That is very good, that if I have to just maybe work with some other companies, like for example, for Red Hat, to work with Red Hat certification for Amazon Web Services, with Amazon Web Services, CompTIA, Linux, and then maybe Python with the python.org website. There's a lot with our language and everything. So these are the additional recommendation of what ChatGPT says, that if you want to add on to in the website, maybe for future, this could also help your audience, right? So this is a list of ChatGPT for future recommendation. And you can see that on number 2, it says real world project and case studies. So that is very good. Some of it I've already done it, and it is there, but ChatGPT has to dig in to see, answer some of the question. But I really like the kind of recommendation here. So it is good if you're making a business or a website or a YouTube channel to just get AI kind of recommendation to see what else you can add on to benefit your audience. So soft skill and career development, technical communication skills, resource building and interview skills. So even talking about IT resumes and job interviews and everything, preparing for technical interviews. Those are some of the things that I could make videos to help students and IT professionals to do that one. Modern programming tools and concepts, version control, Git and GitHub, and Git repository, CVS stuff, Agile, Scrum basics, all of that. Security and ethical hacking. So a lot of the security and then software that I've already done it on Linux, and system hardening, the system, which on chapter 5 of my book at my University, if you look at the shell programming, a lot of this one with chapter 5, I have done it. So I have demoed how to stop hackers for SQL injection, how to do it for cross-site scripting. So like here, you can run any command. You could type in like calendar and then get the calendar current month. Whatever command you type in date, it will just be dynamic, like uname and uname -a. This kind of Linux stuff that I'm doing it on my website, on my cloud, you just run the command, you type in the command, you get the output on your screen. And then at the same time, a hacker might just say, well, let's do an echo rm -rf root partition, and then just send this output to a file called temp/s.bash, and then once it create that file, then do a semicolon, say bash -x /temp/s.bash, and then he wants to execute that one. Then all of a sudden, my program, which is written in Python, I checked, say, no, you're not allowed to run this program. So automatically, I just detected there. A lot of the stuff is that when people allow you certain things, they write the first part of the command successfully, like a Trojan horse or something, and then the second part is going to do some kind of SQL injection or cross-site scripting, but you can detect those ones. So let's go back to the security part of it, we did discuss data science and machine learning. The data science and machine learning, I'm doing a lot of NumPy with Python, Pandas, and a lot of TensorFlow and other things. I'm planning to do more. And then for data science, for R language, I have done those videos that extensively support data scientists. So you can see all of the data sets that they're talking about, data visualization, data manipulation, data visualization. Basically, I have done a lot of it with R language in terms of tidyverse package and then dplyr package. And then with Python, I have done NumPy and then a lot of other matplotlib and other ones that I have done, sine, cosine graphics and a lot of data sets stuff. So that is already done here. R programming for data visualization, that video that I just showed you that is from zero to hero on R programming covered all kind of data visualization, statistical data, a lot of functional programming, a lot of R Studio, and then a database connection to R MySQL, to R MariaDB, to R SQLite, and so on. And the networking concept, I have done a lot on the Linux side, as well as Windows, a lot of TCP/IP, transmission control protocol, internet protocol, DNS domain name services, DHCP, dynamic host configuration protocol, secure shell and firewalls and other stuff. So I've covered a lot on my courses. I have covered Docker, VirtualBox extensively. I have not covered Kubernetes yet, but I am planning to do it, including Ansible and other products that they are suggesting here. And then, so there are a lot of here advanced Linux topic, for example, Kubernetes, kernel modules, system internal, a lot of module debugger, ADB, kernel tuning. I have done a lot of it with advanced courses, executable link format, a lot of them, TCP dump and all that detail, but kernel dumping is different. Kernel modules and configuration with grab and other ones. So you have to just see the system programming. I've done some C programming in there. I've covered SELinux, system enhanced Linux. It's a security that I have used it extensively, and I provide HPC on a lot of Linux system, high performance computing, as well as SELinux. Extensively, I have worked on this one, so I can provide you more details on it as time allows. So, and then at some point, I just look at their recommendation. This is what I told them.
You said, thank you so much. Those are great lists that I have either done it to some level or was planning to do as my time and my resources permits me to do. I really appreciate it.
And I honestly really appreciate it. And I have done it as I showed you some of the examples, and then some of the videos you're welcome to watch, and some of the training on the website. You can go, and then this is what ChatGPT replied back.
You're very welcome. I'm thrilled that some of those suggestions are already in your plans, and I admire the dedication you put into providing quality, accessible education. Balancing time and resources is no small feat, especially with the depth of material you're covering, but it's clear your efforts are having a real impact. If there's anything else I can do to support your mission, or if you need any specific assistance, whether brainstorming ideas or organizing content, just let me know. Keep up the amazing work, and I wish you continued success with MyWebUniversity and all the contributions you're making to the tech community.
And I really like that one, and it helps me because I just when I get a comments from somebody from South Africa or India or Afghanistan or somewhere in the world that they're very happy that some of the resources that I helped either was not on the internet before, and now they can get it for free online, reading PDF and teaching themselves. I just, it makes my day, basically. And I'm very happy that we have this one. So the last part, I want to just say that I wanted to thank ChatGPT. And when I went to ChatGPT, try to thank for my last part before I hang up. Since I was using my cell phone at the time, it just stopped. And here it says that you have hit the free plan limit for ChatGPT -40 version, right? So it says you want to get the Get Plus, and then you can log in at 11:43 p.m. And I saw the ChatGPT, the Get Plus version is $20 a month. At this time, I'm not interested to just get all this documentation. If there is a need for me to get the Get Plus, I may have to. But at this time, I'm just kind of like trying to help others, and then hopefully everybody, what I was asking for question, ChatGPT free version answers some of those questions. And I want to thank ChatGPT for that one. And now you can make your wise decision whether you're welcome to use it or you're not going to use it. It's up to you. Everything is at your fingertips if you want to do it. Okay. So with that in mind, you can just either join our channel or make some comments and other ones, and then I'll just give you details on other stuff as time allows. Take care. God bless you all. Bye-bye.